Okay, this lesson is, mainly for anybody, really, but I'm going to just kind of pick on the ladies here because I do see a lot of, females, basically looking for a godly man, right? And they look for, things like a man who worships God, a man who prays at night or prays, during the morning. And those are good things. So those are good things to look for. I'm not, arguing that, but they'll treat it, treat those things as if that is what makes a godly man, a person like a godly person, or man, a godly man. And here's the thing, you got to be careful, right? Because just because you just because a man prays at night, and that's one of the things that you want, that you're looking for, well, that man can struggle with anger issues. So here's the thing. You can't just say, well, I want a man who prays at night, and if I meet somebody that doesn't pray at night, they're getting cut from, my list of people of who a godly person is. Because, what did I mention earlier? You can have a man that prays at night but still have anger issues. So you have to rethink what makes a man a godly man. And see, that's what my, message to single women would be, is maybe you need to think about, and really anybody regardless, but, I see a lot of single ladies, doing this. And so that's why it's more pointed to the ladies out there, the single ladies. Because I'm somebody that I'm single. I'm somebody that worships God. I'm somebody that, prays at night. I get up in the morning. I'm, thanking God as soon as I wake up. But that doesn't necessarily prove that I'm a godly man. I might have anger issues. I might have a secret sin. So therefore, there has to be something else that makes me a godly man. So women, I'm going to tell you straight out, look for a man that knows how to kneel before the Lord, that knows how to go low. What do I mean by that? Look for somebody that knows how to kneel before God. Look for somebody that knows how to put God's plans before their own. Look for somebody that knows how to put God first in front of any other, including themselves. Look for somebody that knows how to look inward at their own issues before, calling somebody else out. Look for somebody that knows how to humble themselves. That's somebody that goes low. That's somebody that realizes that God is king, and they're humble enough to say, you're king, your will be done, right? That's somebody that goes low. Search for somebody that loves God as much as David. David loved God. He made mistakes, but he loved God enough to admit that he was wrong, and he cried out for God in those times that he sinned against God. Well, a godly man is made righteous by God, and he's going to fall 7 times. But he knows how to get up. He knows how to humble himself and ask for forgiveness. Lastly, ladies, just look for somebody that is a David. I mean, David on the outside did not look like much, but he slayed a giant. David, he loved God. David chased after God's heart. You see all the things that David had and he did. That's a perfect example of what you need to be looking for. And then David on the outside didn't look like much, but at the end of the day, ladies, he slayed a giant. So look for a David-esque man. Maybe they don't look like much on the outside, but they love God. They know how to humble themselves, go low, just like David did. And ladies, they know how to slay giants, meaning they know how to pray and receive breakthrough. They know how to do spiritual warfare. David, he knew how to slay giants. And if that's not attractive, you're looking for the wrong man.